A Coincidence by A.J. Allen. This is the story of a coincidence. At any rate, I call it a coincidence. You may not, however. The road where I live is very long and very straight. It's paved with wood and well lighted after dark. The result is that cars and taxis going by during the night often go quite fast. I don't blame 'em. They hardly ever wake me unless they stop near the house. However, about 2 months ago, one did. He did wake me. He jammed on his brakes for all he was worth just opposite my window and pulled up dead. You know what a row that makes. Then, after quite a short pause, he drove on again. That was nothing, of course, and it didn't make much impression on me at the moment. I was only just not asleep. But about 2 minutes later, the same thing happened again. This time it was a taxi. At least it sounded like a taxi. Just about the same place, the driver shoved on his brakes with a regular scream, and he stopped. Then I think he backed a few yards, but I don't know. At all events, he did a bit of shunting, and in a minute or two he cleared off. As you can imagine, this second business made more of an impression. And when still a third car went through the same programme, I really did try to address my mind to the problem. I like that expression. I once heard Winston Churchill use it. You know how utterly vague one can be at 3 o'clock in the morning? I said to myself, oh yes, I know what it is. It's the same as last February. In February, or was it January? Anyway, whenever it was, the water main burst, and a hole became in the middle of the road. They fenced it off with poles and red lamps, and put a watchman and a brazier and a sentry box inside. That was all right, of course, but during the night a thickish fog came on, and cars came whizzing along, banking on a clear road, and didn't see the lights until they were nearly on top of them, and had to pull up in a hurry. Can't you see the watchman striking out for the shore after the first 2 or 3? Mit brazier. At all events, I thought, that's what's happened again. But then I said, hang it all, it's August. There can't be a fog, so it isn't that. This must be looked into. So I got out of bed and went and hung out of the window. Presently a large touring car came buzzing along, and just opposite me on went the brakes, and it tried to loop the loop like the others had. I couldn't quite see where it had pulled up, because there are trees on each side of my window. But I heard people get out, and there was a general air of
Sample complete. Ready to continue?